was just right for a new IAO. So they actually only had two AIOs that were 240 rads with two fans. I don't have room for a 360, otherwise I would have gone with a 363 fan rad. Um, I'd have to rip the whole front of my case apart to do that. But as it was, since everything nowadays has little RGB wires and crap everywhere, I pretty much had to rip the whole thing apart anyway, you know. So yeah, tore it all apart. Wires going everywhere. Had to reroute a bunch of stuff. Had to figure out what they did. They ran both the fans to a single header on the motherboard. So they wired them together. And then they ran both fans and the pump RGB wires down through the back of the computer all the way down to the bottom, and then connected them all together in some like big spaghetti kind of connection thing, and then had a little piece that came out the front and plugged into a USB header, right? And I'm like, what is all this spider web down here? So yeah, I got rid of all that shit. But the new AIO came with its own controller. So I'm looking at this controller because I already have a controller for the case that's controlling all the RGB for the fans, right? So I didn't want to, and they're not compatible, right? Different plug. So instead of buying a couple of fans that were compatible and a pump that's compatible, I bought the pump that I could get. And now I have two controllers for RGB. So one of them, I didn't want to put in the IQ software. I don't need any more software running in the background. So it's just cycling through the rainbow colors on the two fans and the pump, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. Um, but yeah, a little more of a hassle, considering that you got all these RGB wires nowadays. Because I remember building PCs. You didn't have any RGB wires. You had you had a fan header coming off the fans. That's all you had. Now every fan has a fan header and an RGB header, and then you've got RGB controllers. So, and like I said, not all of them are compatible. But look at that, 54C, 51, 54, not bad. Yep, I got the Pride PC going. What's up? I want to play. I've been working on this computer out in the shop for a couple hours, and I had to feed the dogs, and then had to make myself some food. Taste the rainbow. Depends on what you're talking about. So, um, my graphics card is Asus, so I didn't want to put in all the Asus software either. So my graphics card RGB has been cycling the rainbow anyway. So now the pump, the graphics card, and the two fans in the top on the radiator are cycling rainbow. Everything else is blue. So, well, I take that back. The RAM is cycling the rainbow too. So everything inside the case is cycling rainbow. But look at that. 58 degrees, 56 degrees. Nice. And look at that frame rate. Nice. So that was probably why it was throttling a little bit, you think? Because the pump took a dump. And we need to load the game. Waste of space. Hey, what's up, Violet? Yeah, I was thinking if you were streaming, I wasn't gonna get on, but I just saw Jag, and I'm like, yeah, I'll stomp all over Jag. He he streams all the time. So I don't think it's a big deal. There we go. Now we got our crow. Alright, so we're going to see. Did we already collect these? I think we did. No more jazz for you. Gallisted. So where are we going? We've already joined the Dark Brotherhood. So I think we're killing people. Anonius Papias. Already took him out. So we got to take out Batild and Narfi. So I think we're heading to go take out Narfi. Narfi's over here. So we're just going to place a marker there. Because I'm not going to fast travel. Hey, Potato Head. What's up?
Hi there.
Hi there. I don't know about you, but our run speed seems a little slow, so I'm thinking we might be a little cold. That's okay, we're just going for a leisurely jog up the road here. Picking flowers on the way. Shooting the wildlife, you know. Just having a good time. A new festive inspired mod. Okay. I'm not adding anything else to this. I'm still trying to get successful Wabbajack installs from people. Hey now.
Guess it's that time again.
Oh, you're way over there. Oh. Well, we took him out. Oh, that's one of the two-headed guys in Enton. We cooked him pretty good. It's got apple wine. They got lots of good stuff. They carry a lot of wine. I think they're a wino. Yeah, they're kind of ugly. Cool that J Serpa is making fully voiced quest mods. That is cool. Planning to see if you have a stream today. At Mazark. That looks like our bridge back over the water. I don't have to worry about getting kidnapped by an orc. Plus my mixed water mill looks a little different than yours. So we're off to go see Narfi. We got a ways to go. Yeah, J Serpa has a good time modding, that's for sure.
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung
Sky King has released Fantasia Landscape Overhaul. Yeah, I got to watch. I got to watch him make some of the textures. He was working on snow stuff when I was watching. But yeah, they're all parallaxed enabled. I'm pretty sure. I'm just happy to see that CPU number below 80 instead of above 80.
Meet your reckoning.
You'll be
What do we
so
got
much
going
easier
on
to
here?
rob.
Who's the ball of fire?
Can't miss.
They're running around a lot. Seems they pissed off the mages over here too.
Silent
we
as the
sneak
grey
up on 'em?
fox.
What a good death sound. See where the bad guys are. And we got one down there. Gotta go. Okay, well, thanks for stopping in, Violet. Have a good time. Have a good time, 'cause it's alright. Oh, what? You know, my sneak, it must be terrible.
No more.
She heard me coming. ¿Qué hora es? Ooh, 5:30. Well, let's go a little bit up the road and then we'll camp for the night. Or by Darkwater Crossing, maybe. Now we're gonna go. Okay, who's that? Is that a mercenary? Or a skooma dealer? That's a mercenary.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
Really?
Where are you headed?
I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important business, you know.
Think we can intimidate her?
I could save you a lot of trouble.
Or persuade?
No, I think I got this one.
No,
Thanks,
persuasion. Persuasion didn't work. Alright, cool. You have fun. We'll see you later. No, I want to go up the hill. That's where I want to go. Kitty! We can pet the kitty. Yeah, currently my wife is on an airplane. But it is a 5-hour flight. So she probably won't be coming in 4 or 5, probably about 5.5 hours from now. She'll come in. So I got a little time to play. I'm getting a little stutter here. Wonder what my computer's doing in the background. What do we got going on
You will
here?
die, but your failure will remain.
Oh, yeah, Daedra. Oh, he's like doing vampiric terrain.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're working on our one-handed. Give me your Daedra heart. You do have a Daedra heart, right? No Daedra heart. Oh, but a spell. Can we just use it? Yeah. We can just read it. Alright, let's... Should we go save Dorkethus? Dorkethus? Let's go save
a sound.
Dorkethus. He's in here. He can be a follower too. So I changed up, if you notice the second line down on the top left, that's the number that's allocated. 10.7 gigs allocated. 10.5 gigs is what it's actually using. So that's what that is the first number is what's allocated. The second number is what it's actually using. Pick up your arrow. You didn't need to do that. Go sneaking around in the dark. Turn some light on. What's in the chest? Septums. Emperorial septum. Oh, bad guy. Here, eat that. We didn't really want to take his armor, but I guess we did. There'll be more bad guys in here. I see you. Here, power shot. Got any more? I think there's another one in there. There's one up there. What's that up there? I guess he's in... Oh, he's in the tube. Which means he'll come dropping down. There he is. Playing a butterfly blender, trying to model. Okay. Well, it just takes practice. You'll get, the more you do it, the better you'll get. But you got to stick with it, otherwise you forget things that you learned. That's what I found. I come back to it and go, how the heck did I do that again? I remember doing it, but what did I do? How did I do it? So that's my problem with Blender.
You lack technique. That one hurt. Just kidding.
You little bugger. Just came sneaking up on me. A little fart. And we cooked his corpse. Steal his venom. Is So yeah, this can be kind of creepy if you don't have any. Oh, the eyes give him away though. Just shoot for the eyes. And detection meter gives them away too. I do love the lighting. I love particle light.
You want some air, don't you?
Starting at step 1. Yeah, well, you gotta start somewhere. Basically, pick a geometric shape that's close to what you want, and then start modifying it. Stretch, bend, twist, whatever you gotta do to make it the shape you want. So I'd start with the wings, or you can start with the body and start with a cylinder. And just start, you know, making the different, you know, abdomen and everything like that. And the midsection. And the head. And then go to the wings and start with maybe a plane or a square. And flatten the square out. Then, you know, stretch it, bend it, add more vertices to it so you can shape it into a wing or subdivide it to give it more vertices so you can give it more curve, give it more shape.
Feisty, aren't you?
You little guy, you. They're gonna kick my butt.
Try that again, I dare you.
We need a bigger weapon. Totally needed a bigger weapon. Well, we survived.
Ooh, so calming.
We'll go float in here and see what they had. Thankfully, there's some nice tutorials on YouTube. People making butterflies. Cool. It's nice when they're actually making the same thing you want. Dwarven battle axe, dwarven bow, dwarven arrows. They got a bunch of dwarven stuff. Dwarven coins. So I don't know why it'll do this sometimes. Like if I pick that up, some of it'll go away. And if I pick this up, the rest of it'll go away. So it's kind of weird. All right, Durkee. Do we have to go get Durkee? Durkee. Let's go get Durkee. It's an expert. But yeah, that's basically what I did. You know what I found works really well is throw a picture up as your background image, a picture of what you want to make. And especially if you have pictures of it from a couple of different angles. Because although you may, you know, looking at it from the top, you may get the shape and everything right, but then you have to worry about, okay, well, what's the thickness? How thick are things? So if you have multiple images from different angles, you can actually get the dimensions pretty darn close.
You have questions?
No, I'm here to save you.
Who are you?
Dirkethus from Darkwater Crossing. Should have known better than to swim all the way to the falls. Please, get me out of here.
Sure, no problem, dude. First, we're gonna loot this. Surprised you didn't loot it. Alright, let's go. Keep up, Durkee. Oh, surprised you didn't loot that one, too. We'll slow down a little bit so Dirkethus can keep up. Come on, Durkee. Do you mind if I call you Durkee? Yes. Yes, the incense. Yes. This will make a fine fume. Oh, you're running now, huh? Okay, bud. Come on, keep up. Yeah, we're collecting ingredients. Coming, Durkee? Good job. Yay, that calls for coffee. I'm out. That's what he says.
Thanks. I'm out.
Yep, you're out. I got Doc. This looks like a nice little place to set a tent. What do you think? The ground's not very flat, but close enough. Like, why did I roll down into the water? Because you set your tent on a cliff. You just pull it up over your head. There you go. That's a good way to stay warm. No, we want to sleep. Probably about 8 hours or so. No, a little more than that. 9. 7:14 in the morning? That sounds pretty good. Oh, we get to level up. We have 1 perk to increase. Aren't we special? I think we're going to dump this into magic, huh? 1 whole perk point. Don't spend it all in one place. Lockpicking. Locksmith. Pick starts much closer to the locked position. We like that one. I guess we have 2 more perks. What's this other one? Gone in 15 seconds. 15 seconds or less to pick the lock on a container. Illuminated by robber's eye. Improves the added treasure. Yeah. Not the best of things. Light armor. Iron fist, not interested. What else we got here? Unhindered keen senses. Into the maelstrom. You take 10% less attack damage when fighting more than one enemy if wearing all light armor. Puppets! These 20 perk mini mod. Yeah, it's called Pretty Girls perk interface. If you want it. It's on the Nexus. I don't know, I like it. Wearing all light armor, jump in combat to cause incoming attacks and spells to miss. We like that. Archery. Can we do anything with one-handed? We really want to work on our dagger for one-handed. What about two-handed? Because we are using the twin blade. Ramming speed. Two-handed sprinting power attack. I don't know if that works with MCO combat. That one is crushing blows. We don't use hammers. Battle axe. Death or glory. Power attack still 100% more damage. Oh, we'll take that. Yeah, you want to check them all out? I mean, there are a few of them that aren't bikini armor. Like, okay, this one here is not bikini armor. What up? You using Ordinator? Yes, I'm using Ordinator. I use Ordinator and I use Odin for magic. And then I use the Pretty Girl perk interface. And then there's another mod that I have that'll change like the glowy lines and the little stars. You can customize those to your liking. That looks pretty good though. So we're going to get up. And we're using Campfire, which is a great little mod. And we use Sun Helm. So if you look in the bottom right, it says I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. So we're going to eat and drink something. How about a little cheese? We do have animations for all of that. And we set our menu up so that we could see our character. And we've got the item card and the items in the center of the screen. So you can do that with show player and menu to move your player over. And then you can move these over in Sky UI. So I've got it set up for widescreen, which is what I play. Because we're at 3440 by 1440 widescreen with 1,350 mods on the Nico Experience Wabbajack, which is extremely graphically intensive. Right now we're pulling 14 gigs worth of VRAM. So yeah, I don't recommend even trying it if you have less than 16 gigs worth of VRAM. But since I'm on a 3090, I've got 24. I went a little crazy. But it looks good. We're on our way to go kill Narfi. Here, we'll do this so you can kind of see. We run Dying-to-Lod. So yeah, we have trees and grass out pretty much as far as the eye can see. That's our sun sprite. Alright, back up the hill. We gotta go kill Narfi. And if you really want to know what's up, I had a stream going this morning, but I noticed that my CPU was getting extremely hot, like 90, 95 degrees. The fog is thick. Yeah, well, it's, I run kinds, weather, and seasons, which will have some weathers from Wander, but most of the weathers are from Obsidian weathers and seasons. And so you'll get Obsidian mountain fogs, which I really like. And then I'm running natural waterfalls. And I run seasonal aspen trees with season support. So yeah, pretty heavy mod list. Heavy on the visuals. What's that? What kind of a plant is that? Oh, they're just water plants.
Do you have any last words?
We better get a couple of weapons.
You will die.
Or a bigger weapon.
But your failure will remain. Not impressed.
He just cut his arm off.
Momentary lapse of concentration.
Maximum carnage. Gotta love it. And the weapon is, that's King's Glaive. With MCO animations. Which is, kind of a fun little weapon. We'll switch back to the dual daggers. I like those a lot. That is a big cow.
I'll make this quick.
How about a little long distance? Put an arrow in your skull. Here, have another one. Take two, they're small. She got blood all over her rear end there, doesn't she? She's still in combat. See the glowy eye tattoo? And the neck tattoo? That's active overlays. Those only light up when she's in combat. That might be why. You know why you can't download my mod list right now? Well, why? Or you don't know why. I definitely recommend having at least 16 gigs worth of VRAM. Because you can see we're pulling 15 right here. It's because the file too big tries to make you pay. What? No, don't pay for it. Definitely don't pay for it. Mega makes you pay, or wants to make you pay. I can't even guarantee that Wabbajack's going to work, so do not give them any money. Okay? I think if you wait 6 hours, you can download the rest of it. It may be that they only do a certain amount per day. But yeah, it is big. It's 19.8 gigabytes. The Wabbajack file is. What you might be better off doing is just downloading my mod list, which is just a text file, and then just downloading all the files. And you can build up a mod list like this using that. And then all of the patches that I made, those are all available on the Nexus. So you can use those patches. We have to go kill Narfi. How appropriate.
Should
in
be
the
set.
graveyard. See, this is how I go fishing. It works on slaughterfish. There's Narfi.
Won't draw attention.
Well, that's not Narfi. That's somebody else. Who's that? Who are you?
When I passed by Journeyman's Nook, I met a college wizard who was trying to brew a more potent ale. Ha! If that's what they teach at the college, I should have become a mage.
How's everything with you?
Good. My feet are sore from travel, but pain is proof of life. Safe travels.
Why are you hanging out here with Narfi? You're going to make it really difficult for me to kill him. Alright. Well, at least I don't have the bed sticking out of the door here. Alright. We're going up on the roof. Passed by the ravens I moved.
Can't fail now.
Where'd Dingledorf go? Alright, well at least he's leaving. So long. We have a murder to do. Do they know we're here? He doesn't. Up over the wall. So I love Skyclimb. Skyclimb's great mod. Animated traversal, Everglades animated traversal, great mod. This bridge and all of Iverstead is from the Great Cities and Towns by Soldier of War. And some of the patches that I did were simple, like, excuse me, I moved this piece of laundry. It was over here, blocking the barrels and this wood pile. So I just moved it. And like the two ravens that are on the roof over there, when we were up on the roof, I moved those because they were where the old building was. Since the building got moved, the ravens were floating, so I had to move them. So those are just some of the patches that I made that are, like I said, they're up on Nexus, so you can download the same mods I'm using just from my download list. I've only had one person be successful with that Wabbajack file. So honestly, I don't recommend it. Because I can't guarantee it's going to work. You know what I mean?
Miss.
Uh-oh, we stirred up the hive. Oh, you're next.
Can't miss.
Alright, we're running up on you.
caught me off guard. Big mistake.
We got another... Who's firing arrows at me? Is this guy over here? Where are you at? Oh, you're right there. Alright. What's my opinion on expanded towns and cities? Well, my opinion is that it's going to... It all depends on where you want to spend... What's up, Gears? Where you want to spend your resources. Okay? If you want to spend your resources on expanded towns, that's okay. But it means you won't have resources for things like a thicker forest or more dense grass. Okay? So you kind of have to pick and choose. Okay, what's more important to you? Because you only have... The cup is only so big, right? Your graphics cup is only so big. So you have to decide what you want to fill it with. And me, what I decided was I didn't want, I tried running JK's exteriors and it drug my frame rate. Look at, right now I'm on a 3090 and I'm getting 46 frames a second, right? So I'm already pushing the limit and I'm pulling 15.5 gigabytes worth of VRAM right now.
Focus.
So, but I like the thick grass. I like the heavy shadows. I like the ambient occlusion. I like the EMB. I like ray trace global illumination. I'm running all of that. But it means that I don't have room for expanded cities. If I put expanded cities in on top of it, I'd be getting 20 frames a second. But that is a big frickin' tree. So that's how I feel about it. Like I said, it all depends on where you want to spend your resources. So first know, okay, how big is my bucket? What resources do I have? And then what am I able to run? And then what means more to me in my game? So you may not like, all the shadows and trees and everything I have in my game. And that's fine. You don't use any other town or city overhaul besides spaghetti. Okay. I've never tried spaghetti, so mainly because I'm kind of stuck.
You lack technique.
Things that I like.
Run, and I might not chase you. Big mistake.
And I'm sure some are going to be a little more lore friendly than others, and some are going to be a little easier on the hardware than others. So, like I said, again, kind of depends on how big your bucket is. I like 4K text. Well, I like 4K textures, but I'm not running any. I'm running 2K textures just to take it a little easier on the VRAM, but it's still
My moment.
Still 16 gigs worth of VRAM to run this load order. Imagine if I was using 4K textures. It would be taxing out even the 24 gigs that I have available. That is an interesting NPC. I like that yipe. You've tried almost everything? Well, I mean, yeah, just stick with what works. it's the little things for me, like the glowy glow dust. You know, the better potions, the book covers. Even the paper texture, rumpled rugs. This is the
Slow and steady.
fiery fire salts. So it's the little things, right? To me, it's the details. Not sure if it's buggy or a problem besides performance cost. Expanded because of the extra voiced NPC and house just for a big, more livable feel. Okay. Well, if that's your jam, tear it up. Have a good time. You know? I think that's another great thing about Skyrim, is there really is no right or wrong way to play it. You can play it however you want. And that's perfectly okay. Nobody can tell you that it's wrong, because it's right for you. And I think that's one of the main reasons I love this game. Because and I love watching other people and see how they've modded their game. You know, I've got a good friend named Jeff that, I mean, he put lightsabers and, you know, all kinds of things, battle droids and things like that in his Skyrim, right? Spaceships. And I enjoyed watching it. I mean, it's not how I would do my game, but it was fun to watch, and it's fun to see, okay, what actually is possible? What can you do with this game? So it's a playground. This is our playground. Come and play. Current list, I have 60 FPS, Riverwood Bridge, Blue Boast Trees, Folkvanger Grass, Origins of Forest. Nice. I don't get 60 FPS there.
Surrender, or don't. You're dead either way.
Alright, these are some zealots, or... Oh, these are cultists. They're talking about Murex, so yeah, they're cultists.
Can't miss.
Eat my arrow. Here,
You dare challenge me?
have the offhand dagger
Won't
too.
rest till you're dead.
Oh, we have like 3 of them. Here, eat that. Want another one?
Like the bite of a flea.
Your blood will flow in Mirak's name. Oh,
Got me good.
Yeah, you got the smack talking done. Elf's here. That's what I pack in my pipe. Is the goat because of things like that with what Jeff mod in his game to be no right or wrong way to play it. That's right. Yeah, Jeff is my friend I was talking about. Jeff Watson. You can check out some of his videos on YouTube. He had the sexy dancing girls and all kinds of really cool animations. And I told him that Lucian sounded like C-3PO, so he made him a droid. He made him C-3PO in his game. So I thought that was hilarious. And then we've got the glide crow. I love my crow. You know what I love even more? Dindalod. Change in the weather. One thing I've learned after playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider, cut back on high poly meshes and textures. Certain things, the game looks great until you start to scrutinize little things. Yeah, I mean, I hold probably between 40 and 75 frames a second in my game. And to me, that's playable for an RPG. So I crammed in as much as I could, trying to keep that frame rate above 40. And there are spots that will drop a little bit below. What do we have over here? Is that Helgen? Yeah, that's Helgen. We need to go take out Betild. And we already took out Narfi. Let's go get Betild. Diving down. All right, pop the chute. Drop it in.
I've outlived your own kind.
Should write a book on how not to...
Oops.
I'll rip you in half.
You may have a new addiction. What's your new addiction? Blender? It can be addictive. I know I've spent countless hundreds of hours in there. Mod list mix over. I decided to go everything insignificant environment, etc. 2K on NPCs and armors. Well, think about, I went 2K on everything too. Even on 3440 by 1440 resolution. Because think about it this way. These flowers, even if I get right up on them,
covertly.
right? How much of my screen are they filling up? I'm right up on it to where it's almost disappearing, right? And it's only filling maybe a third of my screen. So it's only maybe 1,000 pixels wide because my screen's, 3440. So that's maybe 1,000 pixels from leaf to leaf. So it really doesn't need any more than a 1K texture because I can't get close enough to it for it to lose resolution. Does that make sense to you? Same thing with this sign. So if I get all the way up on this sign, okay, it's starting to lose resolution because it's filling my whole screen. So that at 2K, It needs to be about right there before it loses resolution. But how often do I get that close to a sign? And if it's a little bit fuzzy, if I'm that close, that's not a big deal. So that's why I stayed at 2K. So you have to think about, okay, what resolution am I playing at? And how close am I going to get to the things that I'm applying textures to? So even like, okay, like these ferns, these are 2K, but they don't need to be any more than 2K. They'll never lose resolution. I can't get close enough to them for them to fill my entire screen. So they stay full resolution, even though they're only 2K.
Looky here, looks like we got ourselves a hero.
Yes,
Time
you
to
do.
shine.
Oh, hey now. We got a little goblin.
Big mistake.
Oh, they are just plucking arrows in me.
Claw the eyes out of you, fool. Gonna split your belly like an old woman's purse.
You know you're not. Where are you at? You're over here.
Just die!
All right, predator
Is
vision.
that your best?
Wishes you dead.
You can wish me dead all you want, but you're not gonna kill me. That's a goblin. I love predator vision. What's that? That is some kind of a rat. No, that's a bird. Even worse when I started comparing meshes. Let's go around, realized how crazy high poly some meshes were. Better ferns, which did a lot of riverwood, for example. True. And one thing that I do, if I get to an area that's really heavy, is I'll look at it, but you know how I look at it? I open EMB, and I look at it using this. And this is visualized wireframe. And then I can look at, okay, well, how many polys does that goblin have? How many polys does this plant have? So that's not very bad. But man, look at them trees. So there are a lot of polygons on the trees. A lot of polygons on the trees. So anywhere you can, you know, tone down the trees, these aren't that bad. The tree that's right in front of me. This tree here is not that bad. But some of them, there's a lot of polygons there. But that's how I look at it, and I go, okay, where can I cut the fat to get a better frame rate? But like I said, if I can hold 40 frames a second or better, I'm pretty happy, and I like the detail. So that's where I'm at. Whereas looking that way, we're pulling 30. Must be rendering what's behind that hill. Get the NIF preview plugin mod organizer. Not a bad idea, thank you. But you're talking to somebody who makes mods and creates 3D models. So I definitely know how to look at them. $40 feels choppy for you? Okay, cool, that's fine. Other people will have different tolerances for what they feel is acceptable. Some people want 60 frames a second everywhere. Okay, and they won't be happy unless they get 60 frames a second or more everywhere. And some people go, okay, well, it's an RPG, right? It's not a first-person shooter. And, you know, I would give up a couple of frames a second for more detail. So you have to weigh what's more important to you, right? You also got to figure I'm running a stream. So whatever frame rate you see up in the corner, add about 5 frames a second to it if I'm not running a stream. But yeah, I am pulling a lot of VRAM. That looks like a wraith.
Can't miss.
And a tiger. And it looks like the tiger took out the wraith. And it's coming after me. And your little dog too.
Should be set.
Steady 30. Well, you know, mod it till you get what you want. So yeah, 27, 28. What are my draw calls here? So it's not a draw call limit. I'm thinking that's a CPU thing. Because the GPU is not maxed out. That or I got another process running in the background. Which is quite possible. Who's this?
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts
It's a
for
hunter.
years.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Nothing really that great, and she has no money.
Good day.
She must have been killing foglings. Because that's what leaves patches of fog like that. Yeah, I expect to get more than 30 frames a second, so something else is running Something else is running in the background
Can't miss.
currently.
Suffer the consequences. Focus. Let's get this over with. You don't stand a chance. Too late to back down now. Yeah! You lack technique.
We got more of these guys.
Yeah!
Shall clear the way for the coming of the true.
Yeah!
You won't win!
You want a bet?
Yeah! Yeah!
I will purify the
Oh,
world for miracles.
oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. Drink a potion. Drink a potion. Drink a potion, girl. You gotta drink a potion, or you gotta heal.
Your blood will flow in Mirac's
Get out of the way.
name. The true Dragonborn returns to this world soon, and all will be judged.
Ooh, I feel tingly.
All right,
That one
we're gonna-
hurt! Just kid.
None shall stand against Mirac.
So where's this goblin?
None shall stand against Mirac.
So we got another cultist over here.
Lucky hit.
Flow in Mirac's name.
No escape now.
Mirac,
Send my regards. This is where it ends for you.
You don't think it should be that filled? Well, you don't know what I put in my game. I did mention this is a very heavy mod list. Very heavy. $3440 by $1440. So roughly 5.8 million pixels. And I do run a lot of parallax textures. Oh, hey now.
Quite worse than jagged tastes.
Surrender, or don't. You're dead either way.
It's fairly blasphemous for a Bosmer to chop wood. To that I say, don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness.
We picked up his weapon. Now you gotta work on body and make wings. Cool. I'm wondering why I'm only running like 36 frames a second. You used to run 4K textures on your old mod list, right? Yeah. VRAM usage would be up to 22. That is correct. But my frame rate was better than I'm getting here. So I don't know if it's the virtual file system that's, you know, using CPU of Mod Organizer 2. Let's go find Valder. I think we're tough enough to deal with the Spriggans at this point. Thanks, Landstrider. Long distance, run around.
Can't miss.
Taking out Spriggans. I'm looking for Valder. He's around here somewhere. That's where Valder is, at Moss Mother Cavern. Revert drivers, maybe a revert EMB version, possibly. I would say it's probably the drivers. The EMB, I've been using the same EMB forever. So I doubt that's it. But I did notice a change with the latest drivers. I did a clean driver install, but I'm still using the latest version. So I think if I drop back a couple of versions on the drivers, I'll get better frame rate. But yeah, I love the parallax textures. I love the rocks. I love the grass. I love it all. I even love those trolls over there. We have gnomes.
Operating covertly.
Where are the gnomes? We have lots of gnomes. You want to see some gnomes? That is not a gnome. This is where the Spriggans were.
into the shadows.
That's their pot of gold. We found the gnome's pot of gold. We stole it. Means we're going to have some pissed off gnomes around here. Better grab
Have you
bigger
said your
weapon.
final goodbyes?
Where's the gnomes? White fox, gnome, gnome, gnome. They're all over here. That's the white fox. Where are the gnomes? They're all running away from me. You'll see them every now and then, but they're really good at hiding. They're only level 1. Okay, I heard him running. Trying to catch a gnome. Where are you guys at? I can hear him running. Same core EMB binaries as before? No, I'm on the latest EMB 499. I like grass collision and complex grass. And I like complex parallax.
Best you've got? Yeah!
And I like killing minotaurs. This is an unmarked
You must have a
look.
death wish. So tell me, do you? No escape now. Yeah! Ha! Ha!
We got a big old ant chasing us too. This is an unmarked location. Oh, we're dead. One hit. One hit and he killed us. Origins of Force is really well done. And it goes really good with Folkvanger. So... yeah, I think when I'm done streaming tonight, I'm going to revert my graphics driver back. Oh, crud, we're all the way back here. Well, you know what they say. The more you save your game, the more you will be saved. And I didn't save my game, so... my bad. Yep, everybody drink. All right. Pack it up. So where is Valder? That's a moose. There's only one voice follower in my mod list, and that's Inigo. The other one is Mist, and she's not voiced. She's just a follower that I made out of a character that I had created a long time ago. So we need to go over there.
You truly believe you can kill me? You are deluded. Guess it's that time again.
All right, so we need to go way over there. I don't usually run with followers, so I mean it's not a big deal to me. I added Inigo because a lot of people like Inigo. But will I ever take him? I don't know, maybe. Probably not. Probably send him back home, because I usually don't run with followers. Some people like to have company when they travel. Mike thinks it's better to be alone. Where's Valder? He's that way. Using followers, but at the same time you get a better sense of dread and danger without them. Yeah, true. A little more of what I like to call butt pucker rush. Get a little butt pucker rush out of it. We got a bunch of wolves down here.
Ha! Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Ha!
Did you mess with me? Little wolfie. That's a spider haven there. We are looking for Valder, which is that way. I want to do Moss Mother Cavern. Oh, speaking of which, who's shooting at me? That is a will-o'-the-wisp. Somebody, goblins are over there. So it's the goblins shooting at me.
Ow! I mean, Didn't feel a thing. Your legacy will be as a mere footnote in the chronicles of my victories.
Are we dead? We're dead. Everybody drink. So yeah, the game is the way this mod list is set up, it's difficult. There are things that will one-hit kill you. So if you don't like dying, I don't recommend using this mod list. And we're all the way back here again. Hi, Angel. She's sitting right next to me, my little puppy dog. Such a good girl. Such a good doggy. All right, give me just a second. I gotta let the dog out. Thank you for your patience. For those of you who may not know, my poor doggy has Addison's disease. And so she's in a diaper. And when she gets up and she needs to go outside, she has a way to get to outside. But I need to make sure she has her diaper taken off before she goes. Otherwise, I have to deal with a full diaper. So, but yeah, she leaks a little urine because her med levels aren't correct yet. But we'll get there. She's a good dog. And it's just one of those things, you know. Your pets are like your kids. So you will do things for them that need to be done. I am liking that new CPU temperature though. 60 degrees. It's cooler than my GPU. Oh, save, Nico. Okay, I'll save. We're gonna put a save right there. 26. Okay, something else.
I will crush your skull soon enough.
Something else is going on. Well, at least my dirt zogs are looking better.
You dare challenge me?
They're not all funky looking. Yeah, they look much better. Yeah, there's definitely something going on that's affecting my frame rate beyond just the game. And I'm wondering, should we go look into that? Probably, because 31 frames a second, now it should be like, right here it should be 50. So something's up. And my guess is it's something to do with the NVIDIA driver. So we're going to go fix that. So I'm thinking it's an I setting, maybe, that is kind of funky. So let's look at that first. Well, I guess I should have left that open. But we can check that here too. Hopefully YouTube doesn't drop me. So this says it's using optimal settings. Crap. I didn't want to close that. I have 2 instances of Skyrim though, and this one says it's using optimal settings. Okay, so that's our problem, is the NVIDIA driver is setting what it thinks is optimal settings, which means it's running TAA and it's running, you know, a bunch of other things that are not optimal. It's actually doubling up on effects for me. So that's the problem. So we need to go probably into settings, and there should be, we do want to turn that on.